Okay, so this video is just about Scorpio in general. People have a lot of strong reactions when it comes to Scorpio when someone has Scorpio. Some people think that Scorpios are evil people, but honestly, it's not like that. I think any sign in the zodiac has good qualities and bad qualities, and it depends on how aware you are about those qualities. And I don't think anyone is inherently good or bad. It's about realizing your tendencies to do good and to do bad. So I know some people, and they've asked me about, they're aware of like their Scorpio rising, some of their bad qualities in Scorpio rising or difficult qualities. I would say not bad but difficult. But the thing is, someone told me that they intimidate other people and they hate having their rising sign in Scorpio. But honestly, there's a lot of positives that come with Scorpio rising, for example, or anything. But the point is not to actively change yourself in a way where you're not being true to yourself. You have to be true to yourself, but and it's not about kowtowing to people or the world or just trying to get everyone's approval or it's about being who you are, embracing who you are, accepting who you are, and for other people to like you as you are. It's not about changing for other people. So I think it's important to understand that there's a fine line. There's a fine line between what I'm trying to say. The fine line is that we all have some qualities that we can, really work on, and some other aspects of our lives that we can try to mitigate. Uh, but but still, it does not mean that you actively change yourself or try to be something that you're not. So I would say that this is my biggest piece of advice to people. I mean, some people have said that I have a Scorpio rising myself, for example. So um, like some people have told me I'm intimidating and stuff. But seriously, it's not my problem if I'm intimidating in the sense that I guess it's something I'm aware of my intimidation to other people, but um, sometimes I can't change who I am. For example, I mean, if you tell someone who is intense, who has been intense, who has a lot of intense placements in his chart, if you tell them not to be intense all of a sudden, it's not going to work. You're still going to be intense, um, but there's a good type of intense, there's a bad type of intense. So it's important that you're aware of the energy you're exhibiting to the world, and it's important that you're aware of things and not just to put things in a good bracket or a bad bracket. There's all different kinds of brackets. It's about understanding your powers and trying to use them in such a way where you're being true to yourself, and you're not being untrue to yourself. You're not being a fake, and also to balance out the fact that you're trying to improve certain qualities of yourself while accepting who you are and not actively trying to change yourself. So it's important to understand that distinction, because we have to learn how to love ourselves. There's a lot of things that we should be loving about ourselves, and if other people they don't like us, then screw them, honestly, because I mean, they just don't get you probably. And so it's important that you're true to yourself and you don't try to change who you are fundamentally, who you are as a, within yourself. Uh, I mean, you're always going to stay the same, and you can't pretend just to like be someone else just to please other people. It's not going to work out like that. So that's my biggest piece of advice, and let me know what you think. Thanks.